Well, peace, peace, peace. Just want to come back with another video, man. I was going to touch on something real quick, and the importance of something. I could do a little more. Actually, I could do more, but you know, but I will say, give myself a little bit of credit. I have been this past. I haven't really gotten more serious about it until this like kind of past year since like last year. But that's with fasting, man. It's really important with fasting, man. But I say this, it's kind of on my spirit, to go through this because I was my notes because I live in Philly, of course, and it's like the capital of for Islam for Muslims, for our people, here in America, here in Babylon, in the country, it's the biggest, really. But honestly, because it's quote unquote Ramadan, but I'm just saying. I just kind of want to go into this a little bit because, you know, it's really important that actually I'm gonna pull it real quick, but it's important to fasting, man, because fasting helps you grow spiritually and like getting closer to the Most High, because you're denying yourself, man. That gets you closer. Denying your flesh something that you need, but you grow stronger in the spirit, man. So but still, man, I have even that too. You still got to you know still have to make certain changes in self-examination and be better. I'm talking about myself because I don't know, because usually I'm bringing this out because now it's like here in Ramadan in Philly, but you know I'm just saying this because to say it's kind of a double-edged sword because I'm seeing, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm keeping on most the Muslims here. It might be a few of our people that do it, but they don't believe that shit. They just don't. You can see by their I mean, they might do certain things that pertain to the laws of Islam. Really come from our laws pretty much, because I touched on that in the past. I could watch the origins of Islam video or in other brothers' videos with that nature. Probably better than goes in more in depth about mines of the start Islam. But I did touch on that. But and this is not me just kind of going on that. I'm just more of a like testimony self examination here. But most of them don't believe in that. The Muslims here that they run the jails here, they run the streets here for the most part. They the ones that got that on, so they don't actually believe for the most part. And yeah, especially the women, they just it's more of that's why even Peter goes into what it actually means to be actually a real godly woman, the real Israelite woman. Not the joining, not the jewels and the apparel and the dresses and stuff like that, but it's your spirit, who you are. Actually, are you actually doing this? Same for the men as well, pretty much. But I'm saying for the women because I just like with the women that you already know, it's just kind of like dress up for them, to be honest. And also for the men, they just like don't. You can tell they actually don't believe. Now some that take it actually seriously. Some actually do, but for the most part, they don't actually, believe in it. I was remember I was talking with a brother from Pittsburgh. He's saying the same thing about the Muslims that was over there. It's just more they just don't believe. Well, for our sake, actually even with the actual Arabs, Ishmael, actually them, yeah, I'm starting to see now they actually don't. Well, especially the women now, they just I seen an interview with what you call them with Arab women, Muslim woman. She was talking they with the subject, Ishmael. They was talking to there was men and women. They was talking about multiple wives, and she was going into pretty much uh typical rhetoric. I know it says that the book says that, but this is how I feel that shit. But anyway, I say it to say, man, because it kind of had me self examination, and other brothers in this walk, man. Since I'm talking about fasting and whatnot, to go into that, man, how since it's quote unquote Ramadan, but I'm just saying the importance of fasting and prayer. Actually, let me get this. Let me not talk too much because you know um and me doing self examination because I don't want to do like what I'm saying about now. I don't want to be a hypocrite. That's why I'm not going too hard with the iron fist on it because actually I pray our people come out of that. Come out of that because honestly now I'm gonna be honest. Even that with Islam, even that's really just I speak as a man for me. That's a step a little. step closer for our people to come back to who we actually are, and that's what, because it's that kind of the closest Christianity is Christianity. Okay, is this? It's more of the Most High exists, and Bob will say they are big on Christianity. Does like they're big on faith, but they just don't do anything. Like they just don't want to keep the laws. But even with faith, even me saying that, they show they don't do their faith doesn't show in the action. So but I will say that they really are big on faith. To our brothers and sisters in Christianity, they're big on faith, which is really key because Hebrews 11:6. Without that, it's important serving. But they had more. I would say is the it's more with our brothers in Christianity. They some of them they had the zeal of the Most High. They just don't have the accurate knowledge. But I'm not here to talk about that. But I want to say, what was I going to say? Yeah, but back to my point, Islam, I mean, Muslim are people in Muslim that kind of, because they are doing some things that, that is a part of the law. It is part of our heritage. They are doing some of those things to a degree, but, this is the whole blueprint. Even the Quran says you must study the book. You must study the scriptures. So I ain't really here to talk about it too much. Let's go to Matthew real quick. This will do a little soliloquy before I start it, but this is Matthew chapter 17, verse 20. It says, "And Yahushua said unto him, because of your unbelief, verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence yonder place, and it shall remove, and it shall be nothing shall be impossible unto you." Verse 21 is the point. Just to that point, like I said, faith, man, is really big. But verse 21, howbeit this kind goeth not out I'm sorry again, my bad. Howbeit this kind goeth not out by prayer and fasting. So yeah, man. So man, that's this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. Sorry about that. I gotta read that more clearly. I'm gonna read this one more time. I gotta read it right. We're at Matthew chapter 17, verse 21. Howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. So yeah, man, that's how you do grow in faith. Prayer and fasting. Growing obedience is like prayer and fasting, man. But and also too, Lamb, to my point too. I'm gonna get John. All right, cool. Let's go to John. The whole point too, because it's like I say that to say, because I want them noticing too, is like when I just said earlier in the video that most of them don't believe, man. That's why that's how the Most High is really peculiar. Just like he says, he's peculiar people. He's so different. That's why he's so holy. He's so different because shoot, all these other gods, all these other doctrines, philosophies, belief systems, religions, their gods and what they believe in, they really don't care about how you worship him. That worship them, they don't. But that's what actually. Let's get John 24 and 20. John 4:24. Yahweh is a spirit. That they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. So yeah, man, that's how we gotta worship the Most High. That's how we gotta follow the Most High in spirit and truth. Actually believe by our actions, man. It's going for me too, man. This is a testament. This is coming me too. But I want to what was I gonna say? Yeah, because Satan don't care how you worship him. That's why you can worship him however you want. You could be like, that's why people on the left hand side, all the Luciferians and stuff like that, all the Saturnians, all the cultists out there in the Kemetic Babylonian system, their gods, the paganism, you can worship their gods however you want, but in Islam and these Muslims, our brothers, just them in general, Muslims are people that's in it, and Muslims in general, you could worship them however you want. You could actually because a lot of them, be honest with you, they broke their fast on and they just didn't blink an eye. They just kept going about their regular day. They ain't really they don't really believe. It's more of I don't know, they just really don't believe. But and I would say that too, because I remember I did a testimony when I broke mine, too, because I ain't going to try to be a hypocrite, but it's a while back. It was more on my fault, it wasn't for nothing else. It was just a personal one, and I didn't make a wise decision. But Um, it was, but I say that to say because I didn't really want to, you know, because I said that before on camera, so I didn't really want to make it seem like, oh, but you said this, but didn't you do that? But yes, I did, and I had to make that right. But I say that to say because yeah, but most of them they just blatantly don't care. They just really will just like, because it's just like, how do I say this? It's just that they don't care, but more I'm saying this as a reflection for us in this knowledge that we can't be like that. The Most High says, "Be holy like Him." We have to be separate. We can't be like that. We gotta actually, let's get this John 4:24 real quick. It says, "Yahweh is a spirit. They that worship Him must worship Him in spirit and truth." So yeah, we got to worship Him in spirit and truth. Actually, sincerely serve Him. Actually, sincerely serve Him in Yahweh Shah, man. That's really it. That's what we really got to do. So, yeah, man. But this comes out, prayer and fasting, man, because and I say that to say, man, because we don't want to be like that. We can't be like that. In this walk, we can't. We can't be like, a hypocrite can't stand before the Lord, man. I can't be like that towards the Lord. I know I'm saying we a lot, but I'm really talking about me. I can't do it. It kind of make me even self-examine, like, damn, they just really doing that? Did they really even believe? But had me thinking that's why I'm doing this video. Like, well, damn, I be doing, I'm studying this or read this and, make videos and stuff like that. But certain things I do I actually believe? Am I actually doing it to have me self-examine myself, man. So you could, examine myself or say examine my ways. Like, actually, let's grab Haggai real quick. Or let's go grab Haggai real quick. I'm ready. This is Haggai. It says Haggai 1:7. It says, "Thus said the Lord, consider." I'm sorry. The Haggai 1:7. "Thus said the Lord of hosts, consider your ways." So yeah, this had me considering my ways, man. This is had me considering that. Like, oh damn, I didn't really it's really not just a full rebuke video on Islam. I'm not really doing that. It's more of an observation. It's more like through the spirit, like, just me and meditating on that. It's like, damn, okay, I'm just looking around like y'all on the same nonsense y'all not even somebody even in y'all to end that, because it's not really, we know Islam Muslims, that's fake. I actually had a Muslim, I think it was a Hamite, I think it was Hamitic. He could have been Jake, but I remember I was talking about, he said he said, oh yeah, the Bible and Quran we're just kind of the same. I was like, not quite, but I was like, no, it's really not. I was just kind of let him go. I didn't really go back and because I don't really try to debate with people. I don't. I mean, it's time to defend the gospel. I really just don't. The time and season for that but I usually just don't. But yeah, he was saying that. I was like, kind of not. But even in that, even if you are that, it's like, okay, are you really serious about it? So I'm not saying there aren't. There might be a small remnant that are, but I'm more saying this to say, like, because I'm just like, damn, y'all just doing this is all Ramadan, but y'all, because especially here in Philly, you see all the time, Jake out here still, doing what they do. Our women still doing what they do. The ones in, this is Jake in, in. That's in Islam. That's do practice being a Muslim, but they still not even, the women, they still not acting like how a Muslim woman's supposed to act. Really, how we're supposed to act according to Scripture, because even their book says, "Come to here to learn how to study this." Study the study the book of the Lord, study the Word, man. So, but let me just get this here, man, because this had me thinking. I'm saying this right now, but this had me thinking about this. Had me meditating on this because since it's Ramadan, and I have done this in my walk as well. And I can't kind of keep doing that, man, because especially on the topic of fasting, since I'm talking about fasting, because this is very important for us to not to do that, because I'm kind of noticing that let's grab that. Let's look at this in Ecclesiasticus. Because it's Ecclesiastes. All right, let's get to it. No, let's get what's. Oh, that's on the right side. On the right side. Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes chapter um 34 and verse 25. It says, "He that washeth himself toucheth of a dead body. If he touch it again, what availeth his washing?" Verse 26, here's a point. "So is a man that fasteth for his sins and goeth again, and he doeth the same. Who will hear his prayer? And what does his humbling profit him?" So yeah, man, this is I've been guilty of this in my walk, and still am to a degree. Actually, I still am. Gotta get better at that, man. Um, you can fast something all, fast and all, but you've been on the same nonsense again. It's like that's like touching the dead body. Touching this thing about this, touching the dead body, touching the dead. That's really key. What the Lord just said right here too. I'm just thinking about it too because it said dead body, kind of reminds you of like Ezekiel and the dry bones. It's spiritually I'm talking, not but um in like Revelation, the body's dead. This talking about like also spiritually being dead as well. But to the scripture to the point, like actually think about touching a physical dead body. Think about touching that and washing yourself, because that's actually the book. If you meditate, that's a lot of washing you gotta do. Yo, I just touched a dead body. I just like think about how many times morticians had to wash up. I just touched all that, got washed up, did all that, humble. Like that's like yeah, you really gotta take a while, humble yourself to actually get all that off you. Then, but it just says, but like it said, but you touch it again, it's just like you ain't learned nothing from it. You're not really actually serious about it. You don't want to get clean. You don't want to get clean. You don't get spiritually clean. You don't get physically clean. That's what Sirach is breaking down here. And it says, so there's verse 26. "So is it with a man that fasteth for his sins and goeth again and doeth the same. Who will hear his prayer? Or what doeth his humble profit?" So yeah, man. I always say this kind of tie a big bow on this because I just noticed that like with it being being quote unquote Ramadan, um, and, I'm seeing how like our brothers and sisters are Muslims or just Muslims in general, because talking about Ishmael, Arab or the Arabs, or over the other nations as well, but because they kind of be on bullshit sometimes too. But actually, I'll say this for the ones here, for they do take it a little more seriously than Jake in it, because Jake just don't really, but they're supposed to, because that's not that's their God. That's what the Most High had them to worship. Um, but what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, but no, I'm just talking about our people in Muslim. I'm seeing how they conduct themselves, and you know, um, and shoot, they just back on the same nonsense. I'm saying that to say we can't be like that. We can't be like that. We can't be doing something fasted away, then go back on doing it. We actually have to show like that sincerity and truth, man. So, if I speak for myself, because I've been, like I said, I've been guilty many times of this in my walk, man. And actually, certain things, certain sins, certain vices, but you have to actually really change. That's what repent means, actually change your ways, man. But yeah, man. So that's really that's really it, man. That's really the importance of prayer, and I mean fasting, but prayer also prayer and fasting, man. But really fasting, man, you really want to um, think, it's just and also it benefits health reason, but spiritually, man, because it's a lot of them that they actually shoot, they actually trapping during the time, they actually hustling during the time, but I'm just saying that to say because I don't want to come, I really don't want to just go on that, but I'm just saying we can't be like that, man. We can't do that either, man, because we supposed to be a light to our people, man. I gotta be a light, to them. Like, saying like, listen, look, I fast as well, but listen, we actually gotta do this and this and this. Like, actually had to be that light and be the example, So, but yeah, man, I just really want to bring that out, man, because it was kind of on my spirit because I seen that and I noticed that, it's you know, kind of makes you self-examine, actually. Oh man, I went there. Oh gosh, Cause yeah, actually, I learned a lot. I learned, like I learned a lot from it. You can learn from anybody. Like I was saying, I'm about just watching, moving, going here to there, and see how's Ramadan and how, you know, how our people was acting. And also too, like, cause sometimes let me not just boil it down to our people, cause some of the, um, other well, I can't say, but majority of them, I'm not gonna say they do take it seriously though. Actual Ishmael or actual Arabs, they do take it seriously. So some will be on bullshit, but well now more because that's another thing for another. Actually, I'll get into. I was actually in the DMV. This is so part story time too. I was in the DMV. It was a while back. This is like probably a few years ago, and what's called Arab man, he started talking to me. He's talking about his like wife, man. How his wife is not even listening to him anymore. How's they so that just shows you how this is really Babylon. How like America really is Babylon. Everybody's drinking off the cup because like because even like I think shout out to Brother Chronicles of Judah. He did a video about how in Saudi Arabia, I think is it Arabia that the women are starting to drive there, but so even that like they're starting to, but because they don't let their women drive, and I see why because the scriptures even say don't let a woman get abroad or a wicked woman get abroad. No, they supposed to most of the time keep the women at home pretty much, um but even them, even bro, even I'm not gonna lie, even I'm starting to see even more of them, like even them, they're starting to like everybody's drinking off the cup of Babylon, man. So that's kind of part of prophecy too, because and also with the mother gods worship and the all this stuff going on. So the feminism, all that stuff is just like pretty much a mother goddess worship. That's what that is. So that's what that is. So, and but that's prophecy, man. That's But he was talking about his wife is not even listening. He's like, yeah, man, my wife is not even listening. I was like sitting there like, yeah, man. So even that's affecting them, because I'm starting to see even them. They're not even like that anymore. But I say that to say, man, that's just you know that's just is what it is. I was about to say something else, but I forgot. But yeah, that's what I was going to say. I say, um, shit, my bad. I'm a little tired, y'all. But it's like I'm trying to think of Proverbs where Solomon said, "I learned a lot from the lazy people and how not to be." That's pretty much how I even learned from all this, like just observing people during this time, during this Ramadan here in Philly, man. Like I'm just learning that, like how we can't be that way, man. How us, we gotta be an example. Actually, let's get this Isaiah 40, not 49:5, man. My bad for rambling, y'all, but that's gotta be an example to bring our, for our people to come back to this, man. At the end of the day, the Most High in your house, they're gonna wake them up, man. But we gotta be an example. It says, in Isaiah chapter 49:5, he says, and now the Lord, now saith the Lord, that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him, though Israel be not gathered yet, I shall be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength. So yeah, man. So that's what it is, man. We gotta, bring, be that light of the world. Be the light, to our people. Like how shall I commanded us be the light of the world, and so we can bring our people back, to the Most High, man. The Most High is going. That's the Most High is in Yahushua, y'all. Let me say that first. But our actions can win people over, man. How we move will win people over. Just how you conduct yourself, about how, like I touched on earlier, your conduct, man. So, yeah, man, that's it, man. I just really hope this was edifying, man. So, peace.